What is going on this season? The 84-win Arizona Diamondbacks have knocked off the 100-win Los Angeles Dodgers. The 90-win Phillies eliminated the Major League Best 104-win Atlanta Braves for the second season in a row. And the 90-win Rangers have knocked out the 101-win AL East champion Baltimore Orioles. The narrative is that this new playoff format is broken. Buys don't work for baseball. These extra days off for the top two teams in each league means they are less sharp, less ready, and at a disadvantage against teams who keep on playing. Well, I'm here to tell you that this isn't a new problem. Big win teams in the regular season have struggled in the playoffs since the introduction of the wild card all the way back in 1995. And the Major League Baseball Divisional Series has been filled with upsets as long as it's been in existence. In 1961, baseball extended its regular season to 162 games. Ever since this point, winning 100 games has been the standard in regards to having a dominant regular season. Winning 100 games has been a guarantee for a playoff berth since the introduction of the wild card. It can be argued that the last time a 100-win team did not make the playoffs, the 1993 San Francisco Giants, was a major catalyst in the introduction of the wild card to Major League Baseball and the creation of the Divisional Series. And since 1995, 42 teams have won 100 or more games, and they haven't fared as well as you might think. Of the 42 100-game winners since 1995, their Divisional Series record is 20-22. That's right, just 20 wins and 22 losses, a sub-500 record. And while the recent string of 100-win teams being eliminated in the divisional round has certainly contributed to this record, it's really just highlighted the real problem for the baseball playoffs. Winning 100 games isn't a curse. That's reserved for George Herman. In 2022, the 106-win Houston Astros won the World Series. In 2018, the 108-win Boston Red Sox brought home the trophy. In 2017, the Astros won 101 games and won the World Series also. Be sure to leave your trash can remarks in the comments section below. 2016, Chicago Cubs, 103 wins. 2009, New York Yankees, 103 wins. 1998, New York Yankees, 114 wins. You get the point. The issue isn't the number of wins. And the issue isn't expanding the playoffs to 6 teams in each league with the top 2 seeds getting byes. The real culprit here is the mindset that comes with clinching a playoff berth too early. And it's been a problem for a long time. In 2022, the Los Angeles Dodgers clinched a playoff berth on September 12th. Then they had to wait 29 full days to play their first playoff game against division rival San Diego Padres. The Padres had only clinched their playoff berth in the final week of the regular season. The Dodgers' ticket had been written for nearly a month, while their opponents had to battle until the final days of late September and had to win a best-of-3 series in the new wild card round. This did not fare well for the Dodgers. But like I said, this is not a new problem, and it's not tied to 100 wins either. In 1999, the Cleveland Indians won 97 games and cruised through the AL Central. They were so far ahead of the rest of their division, they clinched their playoff berth on September 8th, a full 28 days before their first divisional round game against the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox did not clinch their wild card berth until the last week of the season, September 29th to be exact, and had only 7 days between their playoff clinching win and the start of the divisional series. The result? Boston wins in 5. I can keep going. In 2017, the Washington Nationals won 97 games, won the NL East, and had to wait 26 days from their clinch date to their first playoff game against the Chicago Cubs. It did not go well. The Cubs won in 5. Last season, the 2022 Houston Astros clinched their playoff berth 25 days before their first playoff game, but as previously established, they don't play by the rules. They won the World Series. In 2021, the San Francisco Giants won 107 games en route to an NL West division title, edging out the Dodgers by just 1 game. Sure enough, the Giants faced off against these same Dodgers in the divisional series. The Giants clinched their playoff berth on September 11th, 25 days before their first playoff game. Granted, the Dodgers clinched just 1 day later, but the Dodgers were also chasing the Giants until the last day of the regular season in an effort to avoid the 1-game winner-take-all wildcard game. The Dodgers won that wild card game before taking down the Giants on a 2-1 thriller that ended on a controversial strike 3 call on a check swing. Speaking of the Dodgers, in 2019, 106 wins were more than enough to win the NL West. When they faced off against the Washington Nationals in the Divisional Series, they had 23 days between their clinch date and their first playoff date. The Washington Nationals had clinched their berth just 7 days before the start of the playoffs and eventually went on to win the World Series. Last year's Atlanta Braves, 101 wins, clinched 21 days before as well. They lost to the eventual NL champion Phillies, but that's not the first time the Braves have had an incredible regular season and get knocked out early. The 2002 Atlanta Braves won 102 games and clinched a playoff berth 24 days before the start of the Divisional Series. They lost to the NL champion San Francisco Giants in the divisional round. It hasn't been all bad for Atlanta, though, as they've played the spoiler as well. In 2021, the Milwaukee Brewers won the NL Central with 95 wins. This was enough to clinch the division crown with 20 days to go before the start of their divisional round matchup against the Atlanta Braves. The Braves won just 88 regular season games that year, knocked the Brew Crew out in the Divisional Series, and eventually won the World Series. 2018, Cleveland Indians, 102 wins, clinched 21 days before facing off against the Houston Astros, and didn't get through the divisional round. 2015, St. Louis Cardinals, 100 wins on the dot and clinched a playoff berth 20 days before the playoffs began, and they were knocked out in the first round by division rival Chicago Cubs. 2008 Los Angeles Angels, 100 wins and an AL West crown. Playoff berth clinched 21 days before the start of the postseason, defeated by the Red Sox in 4 games. This pattern tapers off when teams clinch with less than 20 days to go in the regular season. In short, it appears that being guaranteed a playoff berth with 3 weeks or more to go in the regular season is enough time to relax, wait patiently for the playoffs to begin, and struggle to ramp it up again in a loud, high-pressure, win-or-go-home environment. This isn't perfect science, and there are teams who have bucked this trend. In 2018, the Red Sox clinched their playoff berth on September 11th, a full 24 days before their Divisional Series round against the Yankees, and they went on to win the World Series. The 2016 Chicago Cubs won the World Series and had 23 days before clinching the NL Central and the start of the playoffs. And yes, in 2022, the Houston Astros were guaranteed a playoff berth 25 days before the start of the postseason, and they had a first-round bye. The first-round bye isn't the issue. What the new playoff format has done is exposed an issue that has existed for nearly 30 years. Play well through 162 games, but don't play too well. Play just well enough to get into the playoffs. Don't play so well that you've locked up your postseason run with 3 weeks to go in the regular season, because when you do, the odds are against you. Major League Baseball's playoff format hasn't caused this, it's exposed this. Hey, thanks for joining us on this baseball breakdown. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ultimate Baseball, and take a look at us on social media on Instagram and TikTok as well.